we need to get to a point where we recognize that the United States is not immune to the appeal of these organizations like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, that there are Muslims in the US, an absolutely infinitesimal percentage of them, but nevertheless they do exist, who feel as though their identity is under a certain sense of crisis and who are looking to these transnational groups as a way of identifying themselves, of expressing their grievances, sometimes in horrifically violent ways. Now, we are nowhere near the problem that Europe has. I mean, let's be clear. You know, we've had about 3,000 or so Europeans who have left to join ISIS, and almost zero, very close to zero of them in America. And I will also say that this overwhelming focus that we have on Islamic terrorism and Islamic extremism in the United States is absurdly exaggerated, and more dangerously, I think it hides the true threat. The Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and 74% of every single law enforcement agency in the United States all say that the greatest threat to Americans is right-wing extremism, right-wing terror. Right-wing terrorists have killed far, far more Americans since the attacks of 9/11 than Islamic terrorists have. You are more likely in this country to be shot by a toddler than you are to be killed by an Islamic terrorist. As awful as the San Bernardino shootings were, as horrific as that experience was, that was the 355th mass shooting in America in 2015. And that year, last year, ended with 372 mass shootings. So yes, we are under threat of terrorism in this country. It's just not Islamic terrorism.